and we are at Hatch Recital Hall with Miss Roberta Piket. Roberta, thanks so much for joining us today.
Oh, my pleasure. Looking forward to it.
And talk about how you discovered Marion McParland and her legacy to you.
Well, as a young jazz pianist and a female jazz pianist in a time when there weren't as many young women jazz musicians as there are now, Marion was an example for me. I saw her as an example. She was somebody who, she was very accessible through her show, just a very down-to-earth person. And, when I first met her in person, which was going back, over 20 years, I was just surprised at how easygoing she was, and just what a wonderful, generous person she was in person. She was really always interested in helping young musicians.
That being said, being that young musician, what were some of the things that she gave you in terms of ideas and inspiration?
Well, certainly her compositions, which is why I feature them on my most recent CD. She wrote such wonderful compositions, and they have an open quality. They really lend themselves to different treatments. So I arranged most of the compositions for a sextet, which was different from the way she played them. She usually played them as in trio, of course, or solo piano. So it was... I just found that they lent themselves to different treatments. Also, she was very generous with her time as far as giving career advice. I would send her information that I was playing a gig, and she would call me up and say, "Hey, did you call the local newspaper to let them know you're going to be playing there?" And of course, she had me on her show several times. I was on Piano Jazz 3 times, and she also had me. I played a concert with her here at Eastman, actually, back in 2001. So she was just very generous with sharing herself, to give other musicians exposure. In fact, the last time I saw her was at it was a reading of her biography, her biography that came out a year or so before she passed away, and there was also a film about her, and they showed the film, and then there was a Q&A, and it was really her day. It was a very exciting thing. They did a Q&A where she was answering questions, and it was all about her, and I was there just to play a few of her compositions in the background on a little upright piano while she signed autographs, and she came up to me and she said, they didn't announce you. They should really announce you. So it was a big day for her, and she was concerned about me and whether I was getting enough attention. And I was really touched by that.
We're speaking to Roberta Piket here on member-supported Jazz 90.1, playing tonight at Hatch Recital Hall. So give us a glimpse of what we could expect from tonight's shows.
Well, I'll certainly be playing one or two of Marion's wonderful compositions. And in addition, I'll be playing compositions from my previous 2 CDs, which were both solo piano CDs. Some standards and some jazz standards by Wayne Shorter and Chick Corea. Also some classic American popular songbook standards like Haunted Heart, which is an Arthur Schwartz tune that's not heard nearly enough. I'm sorry, Arthur Schwartz. I think that's right. My mind's a little fried. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning to get on an airplane to get here.
It is a life.
Yeah. 4 o'clock is usually when musicians are going to sleep, so that's when I got up this morning. But yeah, so it'll be a mixed bag. What I find exciting about solo piano is all the possibilities and the challenge of the instrument can be the simplest thing from like a flute, just one little line, or you can make it into an orchestra, and I really enjoy exploring all those variations.
And we get to see that tonight. Roberta, thank you so very much for spending your time, as well as taking jazz further with your artistry.
Oh, thanks so much, Derrick. It's been great talking to you.